God damn it. Never went for never hard with this one. I'm gonna score with this one. Thinking they competition when really they never winning. Get your money, man. In the rain, sleet, snow, and when it's sunny, man. I rehash you end up dropping on your main too. M.E.R.C.H Live. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? How you feel? How you feel? It's M.E.R.C.H Life J. All right, we're gonna get started. I was just playing the music until 8:30. What up, Coach? How you feel? I see you in the building. Everything is good. You already know I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm on Fanbase, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, live everywhere at the same time, man. So get excited about that. You already know. Invite my man Days to the stage. Hey man, today's meeting is gonna be wild, bro. What up, Days? How you feel? Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear, man. I said I feel strong. Yeah, man, I feel excellent, man. I feel excited. I feel exuberant. You know what I'm saying? All of them E words, all of the good E words, though. Not the bad ones. But yeah, man. Whew. That was some old music. I made that song in like 2012. You know what I'm saying? I just like to play a little bit before I get started every day. You know, my man Malik coming through. What up, Malik? How you feel? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know, man. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. This is Impact Meeting number 19. I'm M.E.R.C.H Life J, motivational inspirational speaker for parents across the globe. And today we talking about the acronym for M.E.R.C.H, man. What does M.E.R.C.H even stand for? Why are you always talking this M.E.R.C.H stuff? M.E.R.C.H Life J. What does this even mean, man? So, you know, I'm a vicious acronym bull, man. So when I first coined the term M.E.R.C.H Life, when I first trademarked it, I said that it's a lifestyle, right? It's more than you just selling stuff. It's more than you just having a warehouse and going outside and making money, right? So M.E.R.C.H actually stands for Mastering Excellence Requires Consistent Hard Work, right? Hey, I know hard work is 2 words, but where everything is made up, B. Stay woke, right? So so the M.E.R.C.H stands for Mastering Excellence Requires Consistent Hard Work, right? And how do you master something? To master something, it's not necessarily a form of control. You know, to master something does not necessarily mean that you have dominated it. To master something is to use it to its best ability for the betterment of what you're trying to do, right? So you must master the excellence in your lane, in your niche, in your genre, in whatever it is that you do, because you might not be a merchandiser. You might not be the person that goes outside and sells stuff every day, right? You might be the fitness coach. You might be the health guru. You might be the confidence coach. You might be the author. You could be a lot of things. What up, Monifa? How you feel? You could be a lot of things, right? And mastering excellence is going to require consistent hard work, no matter what your lane is, right? No matter what it is that you're doing. And the best way to master something, the best way to get good at it is to suck at it. The best way to be better at anything is to first be horrible at it. Why do I say that? Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever achieved, every form of success, every version of winning, I lost first. Right? The epitome of merch is not to just be great at something. It's not to just always be the best. The epitome of merch is to know that it's a process. It's to know that growth comes, and if you don't utilize that growth, then you're going to end up being in the same spot. The epitome of merch is that the journey, it's not the destination. The epitome of merch is you going through the motions and becoming better at whatever it is that you do, right? My favorite part of life, the best part to me, is when they look at you and they think you down. Is when the world says, "Oh man, you're not doing that." At one point on Fanbase, I had 0 followers. At one point on YouTube that you're watching right now, I had 0 subscribers. At one point on Instagram, I had 0 followers. Now I could tell you the numbers now, but that's the number. The number really isn't relevant. The point is that I came from absolutely nothing, and now I get paid to do this very thing that I used to do for free. The point of the acronym of merch is for you to understand that there is no get rich quick scheme. There is no overnight success. There is no instant gratification. You must go through something. You must sacrifice something. You must consistently work hard. Like this fly is right now. I keep trying to land on my microphone. You must consistently work hard if you want to succeed. You have to have the endurance. You have to exhibit the wanting it. Like, do you really want to do this? Or is it just something that you're saying? Like, is this what you're gonna get up and do every day? Or you're just trying to make a quick buck? Mastering excellence requires consistent work. And people can see it in you when it's just a quick buck. People can see it in you when it's consistent. This is Impact Meeting number 19. We've been here for 19 days, excluding Saturday and Sunday. We've been here for 19 days straight, right? If this was a game, you would have found out by now. If I was playing with y'all, it would have been exposed by now. If I wasn't serious about this, you wouldn't even be here right now. Mastering excellence requires consistent hard work. I don't care what it is you want to do. I don't care who it is that you want to be. You're going to have to merch to get there. Oh, yes. You're going to have to merch to get there. Now, the life part, right? Living infinitely fun and excited. The life part in the word merch life is the second half of your life, right? It's the second half of, this is the results, if you will, right, of mastering that excellence required that consistent hard work. The results state that you will live infinitely fun and excited if you put that work in first. Nobody ever got a 16-room mansion from just chilling. Nobody ever got a, what up, King Guy? How you feel? Nobody ever got $1 million home from doing something once and never going back to it, man. This journey is about you consistently having your foot on the gas. This journey is about you never letting up off of the enemy's neck. And the enemy means whatever you really want it to be. But the enemy to me means your lower self. It means that complacency of being okay with what you have now. I don't let anything motivate me. Did you hear that? I don't let anything motivate me. Do you understand what that means? That means that the fact that I don't have something is the reason why I continue it. Not the fact that I do have it. I got a Rodecaster Pro. It costs $599. I want an entire studio. That's why I keep going. I don't just want to be on YouTube. I want to be on television. That's why I keep going. I don't want to just be on television. I want my own television network. That is why I keep going. Mastering excellence requires consistent hard work. And if you're not willing to put in that hard work, how can you ever say that you want to be excellent? Anything you want out of life, you're going to have to merge to get it. Yes, sir. You got anything to add to that, Coach? Yeah, that's a big point, a key point, because the man that does more than he's paid for, 10 times out of 10, he's going to become the man that gets paid for more than he does. Really think hard about this, y'all. When you're 14 years old and you get that first job at McDonald's, right? And you're the cashier. Your job duty says cashier, but eventually now they got you mopping the floor too. You still getting $7.25, by the way. You mopping the floor and you the cashier, right? Now you got to figure out how to use the fry machine. You still getting $7.25 though, right? Now you doing 3 different things. You the cashier, you counting money, you making sure the drawer is correct. You also sweeping the floor, making sure that where the people eat at is clean. And then you running in the back and making sure the fries ain't burned, right? You're doing 3 things now. You still getting $7.25 though. All right, so now they like you. Oh man, you good with that? All right, bet. So this is what we gonna have you do. We're gonna have you go outside and take the trash to the dumpster too. Now you got 4 tasks and you still getting $7.25, right? Now look at you versus the CEO. You getting $7.25 and you doing this, and this. And to you, your job seems super horribly hard. It's like, oh my God, I gotta, my shoes are dirty. I gotta do this. I got grease on my fingers. Your job seems really hard, right? And you're getting $7.25 an hour. The CEO, his salary is $400K a month. And he sits in the office all day, does paperwork, and tells other people what to do. Who you think is working harder physically? You're working harder physically and you're getting way less money. But he's working harder mentally. Yes, and you're getting old faster. You're tearing away on your body, and you only getting $7.25, and you're doing 8 different tasks, right? You looking at the CEO like, dang, you get $400K a month, and all you're doing is paperwork and telling the managers what to do. Well, the regional managers, not even the store manager, right? So fast forward 2 years from now, you done got promoted a couple times. You in the mix. You know what I'm saying? You on Instagram bragging about your 21 an hour. You feel me? You buying the children PS5s and all that. Y'all living it up, right? You got on the polo tee on Saturday, you know what I'm saying? You living it up, right? And as a manager, you feel like, well, at least I don't got to mop the floor. As a manager, you're like, hey, I ain't got to touch that fry machine now. I'm just gonna show the new guy how to clean it, right? You no longer have to transport the grease from the fry machine to the back of the store to dispose of the old grease. You no longer have to do that. But as the manager, now you're tasked with assessing the losses and gains of the store. Now you're tasked with ordering the supplies for the store. Now you gotta go, now you gotta go into the machine and you gotta tell them exactly what your store needs in order to run a successful day the next day, right? But it's all good because you're getting 21 an hour now. Yeah, stress is crazy. I can attest to that though. Working in the restaurant industry, you definitely gonna be stressed out whether you're a line cook, whether you gonna be stressed out as a dishwasher if that joint popping enough. You feel me? But what I was saying is that you getting 21 an hour now. So to you, you got the polo tee on Saturday. You don't care. You living it up. You the manager. You the boss in that joint, right? Now, you may have mastered the excellence of being the fry cook, of being the cashier, and it required the hard work. Now you done got promoted. You the manager. You trying to master the excellence of management. Why? So that you can eventually get to that CEO spot, right? Now let's fast forward another, I don't say 25, 30 years. And now you're the regional manager. You control 60 different stores. And to you, your job is a little bit easier. You only got to work 3 days a week. You managing the losses and gains of an entire region, right? Now you're not getting $21 an hour. Now you're getting, I don't know, you're getting 150K a year or something, right? And to you, you're like, man, I got a BMW. You know what I'm saying? I just put a down payment on a house. You feel me? This is success to me. I'm winning right now. You know what I mean? Big up to me. I mean, let's clap it up. I got 150K. I'm about to go to Bogota for the weekend. You feel me? And you feel as though that CEO is not that far from you now, right? But what people fail to realize about moving up in a ladder is that whole ladder is designed to keep you on the ladder, right? So when I say mastering excellence requires consistent hard work, please don't get it twisted and confused that I'm talking about you working hard for someone else. I'm not talking about you working hard for anything outside of your purpose. I'm talking about mastering the excellence of being in alignment with what it is you were sent here to do. That is what M.E.R.C.H is. You see, because the message can be misconstrued when you're talking about just working hard, right? We don't want to give people the idea that being at a job and getting promoted in that job is an idea of success, right? We're not going to give you the Eurocentric, the Americanized, the Western culture of because the American dream, if you will, is a nightmare, bro. You never really own anything. Yeah, you got a mortgage, but stop paying that mortgage and see if you're gonna be in that house. Okay, yeah, you own the house, but don't pay them property taxes for a year and see if you're gonna still be on that land. We are cattle over here. Nobody in America is free. So when I say mastering excellence requires consistent hard work, we are talking about living inside of your purpose, not inside of America's capitalist purpose. You have to understand that is a key point in this message. Bet. And now we talking. Now we talking. So remember when I said that mastering excellence requires consistent hard work, and I'm talking about you living inside of your purpose, right? That doesn't mean that you should not go get the knowledge the knowledge of the industry that you're in from another place. This is what I call it. I call it infiltrate, educate, and vacate, right? I was in a sales company for 6 years where they taught me everything that I knew about sales. And then when I left the company, because like you said, I began to find out where the plug was. I began to create my own products. I began to write my own books. I began to do things for self. And I used the knowledge I gained there to live in my purpose, right? So once I was able to do that and I left the business, the knowledge didn't stop because I left the business. You should always be trying to perfect your craft. At all times, there's an education to be gained. With no matter what you're doing, you don't know everything about it. There is no such thing as knowing everything. You can't possibly know everything there is about anything. So there's all, huh? Exactly. Exactly. It's going to change with the times. Yeah, it's going to update with the new technology that's coming out. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean by mastering that excellence. Because learning those things, being able to adapt yourself to the new game or the new rules of the same game requires consistent hard work. So I don't want you to believe that I'm telling you to go work for someone and master that excellence as far as becoming a manager or the CEO of a company you didn't start. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm also not saying that you should ignore those types of things and just be a lone wolf. What I'm saying is that you got to play the hand that you're dealt, right? You have to play the hand that you're dealt because if you try to cheat at the game, you're going to lose. And when I say cheat at the game, I mean jump ahead and get that get rich quick scheme, or if you just send me $40, I'll send you back $400. Like that don't even make sense, yo. Man. So this is why I live by the philosophy or the ideology that mastering excellence requires consistent hard work, because I know for a fact that anything that's too good to be true. Let me tell you about the time I caught chlamydia, bro. Anything that's too good to be true, it is. It is. One day I was on the field. I'm like 21 at the time. I'm 30 now. One day I was on the field and I pitched this woman and she said, yeah, I don't really got no money, but I give you some yameen for that job. I'm like, what? Me, thirsty young boy. I'm like, sure, why not? Bro, I go to this woman's house. She throw that thing back. 2 weeks later, I'm pissing razor blades, right? That's one lesson you gonna learn in. You gonna learn, and if it's too easy, then you shouldn't be taking it anyway, right? Another, it's so painful, right? Another way to think about this is that they play off of they play off those scammers, those people that you're talking about with the sending you the message, yo, you send me $40, I'm gonna send you 400. Then on their page, they got a bunch of people counting money. It's so easy to go Google man counting money and then take the picture off and post it on your Instagram. But anyway, those people are playing off of that ideology that I can invest and it's going to come back triple fold. I can invest in it's going to happen like that for me. There is no such thing as doing that. That does not, even instant oatmeal isn't instant, bro. Even instant noodles take 3 minutes to cook. You feel me? Like there is no such thing as you getting the excellence without the hard work. That's why the E comes before the CH. And the hard work doesn't just happen one time. Okay, this is what the C is about. It doesn't just happen. You did it and now you about to reap the reward. No, you have to work hard consistently in order to truly be successful.
And that will, you know what I mean? That's just one of the things you can as far as like the women that know that they're pretty and that they're fine and everything. That's a good thing. I'm confident that you have your confidence. But they have scams on there where you'll get the young lady get them and the guy's like, we can just look at that. Maybe a cent or 1,500. The next day you go, you get off on food with that. And you might send her another $1,000. Again, you come back with a five story like this happened and ask her what this about. Just to see if you go for it. And a lot of people go for it, will send them back like
Yeah,
that they sent them.
yeah, the Tinder Swindler Boy. You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he the king of that. Tinder Swindler Boy. He the king of that, man. But that's why you gotta remember, and this is how you don't get scammed. Mastering excellence requires consistent hard work. If you just remember the acronym M.E.R.C.H, you should be fine, right? You should be okay. But back to you actually getting it for yourself, man. Getting it for yourself is not going to don't think it's going to be overnight. Don't think it's going to be. I'm into compound interest, right? I'm into delayed gratification. And the reason that I'm into that is because I have hit the field 8 hours straight before and haven't sold nothing at all for 7 hours. I'm talking about we had a competition inside of the office when I merged for a company. And in that office, you have to come back ringing the bell. Ringing the bell is you sold 10 pieces or more. Now, it's mind you, the cutoff time is 8 o'clock. It's like 7:15 right now, and I'm on one. I only sold one June, right? Now, I remember going to my manager and I go back to the office. He like, what's up? The cutoff time ain't over yet. I'm like, man, I ain't feeling it. I'm a little nagged out. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, was you working all day? I'm like, I took a couple breaks, smoked a couple blunts, and I was in the bar for a second. I really wasn't working the whole time. He said to me, he said, well, that's not merch. I said, what you mean? He said, well, you know, mastering excellence requires consistent hard work. So like if you work a little bit, that doesn't count. If you pitch a few people, it doesn't work that way. Now, I mean, now in life it does. I can do that, but as a beginner or a mediocre or whatever you want to call it, at that time, I owed the field, I owed the universe, I owed the game way more work than I had already put in, right? So make a long story short, he sends me back outside. He says, if you ring this bell today, I got $100 bonus for you, right? Now, at that time, my checks was like $500-$700. So $100 bonus is a lot, right? He said, you ring this bell today, I got $100 bonus for you. And make sure you putting it in everybody's hand, man. Now, he told me to make sure I'm pitching everyone, and pitch stands for put it in the customer's hand, right? So at that time, I'm like, man, I'm not even about to, I'm gonna just go out there and just do what he asks, man. I can't, either I can sit here and lose, or I can go out there and possibly win, right? I can possibly win. So I said, I'm gonna go back outside. I go to the plaza directly across the street from the office. I lie to you not. It's like 7:22 when I step back out of the office. I get to the plaza at 7:25. By 7:55, I had sold another 11 pieces. By 7:55, I had sold another 11 pieces, right? So I'm on 12 right now. I'm on 12 right now. Super duper excited. Mind you, I only had 17 in my bag. I'm super duper excited. I'm walking back to the office. I run into this lady. She like, yo, ain't this where y'all be selling the perfumes at? I'm like, yeah, the office in here. I'm gonna take you down the steps. She like, no, what you got, bro? This lady sat there and bought the rest of my bag. So for that day, I sold out. Now, when you sell out, you already get a bonus. You already get a bonus for selling out. It's called an override or a price break. Instead of charging you this for the bottles, we're gonna charge you that because you sold this one. On top of that, I had the $100 bonus. So at that time, in that day, that was the most money I ever made in one day. And the reason why is because mastering excellence requires consistent hard work. It wasn't just because I said I'm about to go back out here. It was because what I did when I went back out there. I don't even care if you buy this joint. Hey, boss man, can you hold this for me? I gotta tie my shoe. Oh, it's already tied. And that is, and now I'm talking to you about the product that you gotta give him. Main man didn't give it back. He purchased it. And I'm doing this to everybody I see in the parking lot in the plaza. Oh, Miss, can I put this in your cart real fast? She takes it out the cart. It's in her hand now. I don't want this. What's this? Oh, that's the Dolce & Gabbana light blue. It smells actually. Yeah, pop it open, bro. Everybody's copping up when you start to work, when you start to actually put the work in. So what I'm telling you is that you shouldn't worry about your result. You shouldn't focus on what's going to happen at the end. Live in the moment if you really want to merch. And work hard right now, and you will reap the result later. It's not a question of if it's going to happen or not. You wouldn't have to, you'll never have to ask if it's going to happen when you know the amount of work that you put in. It'll never be, am I going to win, if you're playing each play to the best of your ability. If every time you get that ball, you do what you're supposed to do with it, you'll never have to look at the scoreboard. Get excited about that, man. Mastering excellence requires consistent hard work. Not just hard work, but consistent hard work, right? So you gotta give it your all, man. You gotta give it your all right now. And I don't mean I'm not ready. I need to go accumulate these items and I need to learn this before I do that. No, give it your all right now. So the tools that are at your disposal at this moment in time, that is what you need to use to the best of your ability. Yes, you still have to go get some education. Yes, you're still going to have to gain some knowledge and perfect your craft and research things. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't get started until you do that. Remember, I said the best way to do something good is to do it bad. The best way to win a fight is to get beat up. That's the best way, bro. The first fight I ever lost, I fought the bull the day after that and won. Why? Not only did I analyze your fight pattern, but I also learned how to get in your head. I also learned how to be tactical. I also learned that if I throat chop you before we even fight, you mean it ain't much you can do now because you like to talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? So when you lose, so to speak, it arms you, huh? Exactly, exactly. When you lose, it better equips you with the knowledge of how to win. You feel me? So like when I fall, if I'm going down some stairs and I fall, the next time I walk down them stairs, I guarantee you I'm gonna be more careful. I guarantee you I'm gonna be able to say, "Oh, this is where I fell at. Let me move a little bit slower in this area." You see what I'm saying? Mastering excellence really does require consistent hard work. Let me see. Let me see. My man, King God. You got anything to add to that, or a question about the merch?
No, the merch, I 100% agree with you, brother, because like I was saying, the user gain understanding and everything, you gotta be out there getting questions, right? Or talking or communicating. This is gonna equip you to be a better communicator, to understand more problems, and always interactive. So I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about when it comes to excellence. master, right? More questions, the more short work becomes. More questions, the more understanding I get to approach it with my examples of my life and equips me to raise my standards to my excellence, you know? So I understand the merch pretty well, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
And so, one thing I want to say too is a lot of people do not believe that is that that's just 30 hours a month. That's 1 hour a day. You can make $1,000. Like literally, you can affiliate marketing once you start learning stuff like that. You can literally with each hour you can go up and down. But you really have to be consistent. And it's so real because instead of any job, I'm over here saying that yes, affiliate marketing is better than any job because not only are you making money, but you're making money to pay for your own insurance, your own everything because you are being consistent. And it's really a business, but you don't even realize you're looking at it as just a job, but it's really a business that you're creating. So I tell people all the time, look into affiliate marketing, and you'd be very surprised how you can save yourself from a lot of scams and, and downfalls by just a simple Google. Just Google something, just do a little research before you jump into it. And then my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You ain't lying though, man. That's in the 5 ways to make money online. I'm gonna probably talk about that again tomorrow. Uh, Affiliate marketing is definitely one of those ways, man. Because it's always somebody that want to sell something, and they will pay you to help. They will pay you commission if you help them sell their product, right? So get excited about that. You can do it with Amazon too. What do we got to do with a small business?
Yup. And but see, my thing is, I'm not stuff because I know how to look at things as far as regards to what people need. If I know it's a need that you're going to buy it anyway, all I'm doing is just using word of mouth. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just letting you know, like, hey, you can get a better deal over here. That's just how simple affiliate marketing is. It's a word of mouth. That's all it is. You're getting paid word of mouth. So if I'm letting you know, like, you get the same thing that you was getting ready to go buy anyway over here, I'm telling you to go over there and buy it, and you get way less than, and I'm getting something on top. I'm sticking with it. I don't care what anybody says. There's some good money in it.
Yeah, man, you ain't lying. Affiliate marketing definitely will get you the bag real quick. Well, not real quick, but it'll get you the bag, man. And like I said before, you gotta be consistent with the hard work that you're putting in if you really want to master that excellence, man. So that's the acronym for merch, and I believe we've covered it. I believe we've said as much as we could say about what merch stands for, man. And if you want to join the university, right, we got the Merch Life University, basically where we teach all of the things I'm talking about here and a little bit more. So it's 3 tiers to that. If you go to merchgod.org, merchgod.org, right there, you can check it out. You can see what's in there. You can even go get into classes for free, man. And of course, there's a paid version, but if you want to go in there for free, go ahead. That's merchgod.org. You already know. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Hey, my man Deus, you got anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Nah, bro, I think you and Coach really hit it. Just keep working hard, keep your purpose forward, and keep driving. Don't be scared of the work that it takes. Don't be scared of success. I love yourself.
Yes,
No
sir.
doubt.
Yes, sir. And my man Malik, you had anything to add before we go?
Y'all did a great job, bro. See, like being said, you know, see, stay focused on your mission and I got a phone call.
Yeah, that gun just went out. Yes, sir. Get excited, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. That was Impact Meeting number 19. Tomorrow we going over the 5 ways to make money. Well, it's more than 5 ways, though. Tomorrow we're going over 5 ways to make money online. We did that for like the first Impact Meeting. We're going to do it again for number 20. For the people that missed it, for the new guys, for the people that just met the ball, get excited. I'm M.E.R.C.H like J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe. You already know. See y'all tomorrow, man. Peace. We out.